Hey everybody, it's Carrie, and on today's Let's Talk Travel, I thought I would share with you what my husband and I are planning to do in October, which is climb Ben Nevis in Scotland. It's the highest mountain in the UK, and while I was thinking about the trip and we're beginning to read more about things for Ben Nevis, I thought, this is actually something that's a great topic to share with you guys because there are a number of great hikes and trails, walking trails throughout the world, but also domestically in the US. It's a great way to get outdoors, enjoy some nature, take your family. There are family-friendly trails. There are more challenging trails. You can take your four-legged friends too on some of them. So I thought I'd share with you just some of the things that we've done over the years in terms of hiking, and then also just give you an idea of some places in the US. So I hope you'll come along with me and enjoy. As I mentioned, my husband and I are looking forward to climbing Ben Nevis in October. This mountain is actually located in Scotland in the Northwest Highlands area near the town of Fort William. So we'll be staying in the Fort William area and getting an early start because it'll take a little bit to get up there, probably at least 3 hours or so. But this peak attracts around 125,000 walkers a year, and it has just some very lovely landscapes. It was once an active volcano, so this is our current challenge. One of the more recent walks that we've done, or I should say climbs/hikes, is in Vancouver. In May of 2019, we were in the Vancouver area and we were going to take on two different routes. The first one was called the Grouse Grind, and it's a 2.9 kilometer trail, which works out to 1.8 miles. And it contains 2,830 stairs, and it's an elevation gain of about 2,800 feet. Basically, the nickname for this is Nature Stairmaster, and you'll see from the pictures why I say that. But it takes at least a good couple hours to get up there, and then you can take a gondola back down. But it's got some beautiful scenery, and it's a great way to burn some calories for all that wonderful Vancouver food. The other option that we undertook in Vancouver was called the Sea to Summit Trail by the Howe Sound. So that's an intermediate trail. Timing-wise, it's probably about 3.5 hours, and the elevation gain is 918 meters. So it's a 7.5 kilometer trail, which is about 4.6 miles. You start off pretty steep climbing, sort of like the Grouse Grind that I just mentioned, but then you move into some switchbacks, and it's just lovely. You're under the canopy of the trees, there's waterfalls, so it's a great climb. It does take about 3.5 hours though, and you definitely want to be in good health no matter what you're climbing. Just make sure you're ready for this, you're properly equipped and everything like that. Once you've reached the top, there's some great things to see up there at the lodge, and then you can take the gondola back down. One of our first climbs was Christoffel Mountain in Curacao. We were visiting Curacao and we really wanted to climb the mountain. There was supposed to be beautiful scenery from the top, and it really was spectacular once you were up there. There's 8 different trails in the area, so you don't have to make the climb to the top if you don't want to. There's some easier trails. But by far the climb to the top is very rewarding, but it should also be noted that it's the most adventurous and it's the hardest. It's probably a 2 to 3 hour hike, and you need to start out early in the morning, otherwise the sun is just so hot and just beating down on you. You want to make sure you have plenty of water with you when you climb it. But again, we just love the views, and it was definitely something that got us really thinking about hiking in different places that we were going to visit. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the hikes that we've done, and I hope it's inspired you to get outdoors and experience places, whether they are far away or closer to home. Again, it's a great way to get some exercise in, to really take in the countryside and be adventurous if you like. Again, take your family with you, take your four-legged friends with you, hike with a group of friends, spend the weekend in a cabin, something like that. And it's a great way to social distance but still have a trip these days. So I'm going to recommend a couple different trails on the next slide, and I hope that you will contact me and we can chat over different ideas for a trip for you guys to experience nature.